Hello dear viewers, and welcome back to Let's Play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're gonna go back to Granite Grant here, and I think we're gonna head back into Pandemonium. We don't need to head all the way back to our stash to drop these things. Since we'll be coming out that door anyway, we can always just pick them up on our way. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Wanted to do a little bit of inventory management just in case we come across a ziggurat, so we're not quite as limited with the amount of stuff that we can loot from it. Yeah. Alright. Onward. This is promising looking. Interesting looking little hallway there. We're hoping that eventually we get the other runes that are hidden somewhere throughout Pandemonium. We have one of them. 4 to go. We're keeping on resist mutation over clarity because, well, it's, I don't know, being confused. Oh no, we drank a potion of curing and we're fine in a round. Mutations, we potentially have to drink a potion of cure mutation, which is much more limited in quantity than potions of curing. Huh. Okay, so those literally did just pop out of nowhere. So maybe Pandemonium does spawn monsters, sort of willy-nilly. We obtained another wild magic mutation last time, on top of the one that we had prior to us having to cure off some nasty mutations. Very vulnerable to heat, huh? How unpleasant. A couple of hoodibs will take care of that. Hopefully that didn't interfere with the sound. I had to adjust my screen slightly, and I think that the microphone is somewhere near there. Killing this monstrosity because constriction damage does eventually stack up pretty heavily. And we have tons of negative energy resistance, so these black suns are not too threatening to us. Let's see, speaking of spell power, yeah, looking decent. We can always use more intelligence, but, you know, we'll get there. Yeah, now that we're max intelligence, nothing maxed out yet, but it'll happen. Well, I said it looked promising, but it looks belied a rather dull interior thus far. Pretty much like every other level of Pandemonium we've seen, or every other normal level of Pandemonium. Amulet resist mutation doing a lot of work for us, fortunately. Curious how we came by this wild mutation, or wild magic mutation. I guess it's just detrimental enough to count as a malmutation that one of the demons threw at us. Oh. Speaking of confusion, did we not drink the... Oh, I see, it's just... it re-confused us. There we go. Yeah. Confusion is fine. And we can always put on our other necklace if need be. Oh, oidy doidy 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 doidy. And we're just making our way through, slaying things as we go. Our skills are, ooh, very nice. Fighting's almost maxed out here. Should get us to 198. If we're lucky. Fighting, the hit points from fighting scale incrementally, so it's not on every rounded level that you acquire with mastered fighting. Oh, 199, even better. Cool. All right, so let's just leave it on like this until spellcasting hits 27, and then we'll turn on conjurations until it hits 27. Just kind of tidying up our strongest areas here. Doop, 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 dee, doop. Scrolls of recharging are nice. Each scroll of recharging is effectively 1 to 5 potions of heal wounds. Since our wand of heal wounds is every bit as effective as a potion. These Necrozics can mutate you, so you have to be careful around them. Necrozics, Keiko Demons, what else? Shining Eyes, a number of things we've seen on this level have the ability to malmutate. Just checking periodically to make sure we haven't been permanently mutated, because that is no bueno. We would want to, well, depending on the mutation, we would want to get rid of it fairly rapidly. Some things like strength -2, dexterity -2, that's fine. We don't care too much about that. I think I will go ahead and drink a potion of restore abilities. I want to have our high-level spells online. With 9 fewer intelligence, we were hovering around the danger zone for casting some of our more powerful boom booms. Brainworm! It's actually very good for you. This room seems to be where a Pandemonium Lord would make his home, if there is to be one on this level. And it's a fairly safe bet that there is one. Iron Shot continuing to be an all-star. A real all-star spell. Maybe there is not a Pandemonium Lord? We can blink at will? Huh. That's a cool mutation. Huh. We have lucked out on the mutation lottery here. I think it's better to use Lahudibs whenever possible against things that won't necessarily die in one hit to an Iron Shot. Because I think Lahudibs can potentially kill in one hit basically anything in the game. Well, maybe not anything in the game, but most things have 230 hit points or fewer. Not that we can do quite the maximum amount of damage with it just yet. We're a little shy of that, I think. Yeah. Especially with a few points of intelligence drained. But as long as not too much of our intelligence is out of commission, we should be able to cast our spells just fine. Really? Well, I suppose there's still... Yeah, maybe he's up here. Probably. I would guess. Yeah. There he is, Noleg! Yikes, okay. A weirdly glowing figure dancing through the twisted air of Pandemonium. Can summon eyeballs and horrible things. Can smite. Malign gateway. Okay, so we want to drink a potion of curing. Get abjuration online. And start dropping nukes. Resistant to poison and fire. He doesn't fly, interestingly enough. What about a shatter? That seemed reasonably useful. The Hoodibs can't reach him. Get some dragons, maybe? Dragons seem good. Drink a potion of magic. Int -2, that's a shame. We definitely don't mind using resources against Mnoleg. He's one of the tougher Pandemonium Lords. But we defeated him. Yeah. Plus dragons. Ha. A glowing morning star. Whee. There ought to be a rune somewhere in here. We have identified the last magical staff. Whee! Hey, there it is. Ba, 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 ba. Glowing Rune of Zot. Cool. 8 of 15. We now have as many runes as I have ever possessed at any one point in time. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. That penalty to intelligence is a little annoying, but it's not the worst. It's not worth losing these other 2 mutations to, yeah. We have plenty of stats. Chabriados is helping us out with that. Cool. Rune acquired. Kill some other guys and gals and, I don't know, whatever demons are, whatever abominations are. Cool. Alright. No leg down. The question is, should we leave now or keep going? I guess we could try out the Hells. Spellcasting at 27. Cool. Get Conjurations back on. I kind of want more evasion before we go into the Hells. Get dodging up a little bit higher. Just so we have more chances to avoid damage in general, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it seems fine. The one thing I am considering is training up Necromancy to the point where we can cast Necromutation and turn into a Lich so we can completely avoid Torment, but that seems a little risky. We do appear to still have plenty of resources, so let's carry forth. Carry onward. Sally forth, carry onward. Oh, wow. Maybe that was the incorrect choice. Looks like just a normal old Pandemonium Lord, though. One! One. What is it resistant to? It is susceptible to cold. Well, we don't have any cold. We do have 9 mana points of Burning Death, though. Did we get the Pandemonium Lord, too? Yeah. Boom. Eat it. Firestorm is a very loud spell, though, so we did attract some attention with all that business. A Holy Swine? Really? I've never seen a Holy Swine before. Odd. These creatures are interesting and unusual enough that I wouldn't be terribly surprised to find a rune hidden behind them, but I kind of doubt it. Normally it's hanging out with the Pandemonium Lord, if there is one. I think that's just an odd fluke of Pandemonium. Most useless door ever. Hooray for not blundering into a Zop trap. La-di-da-da-da-di-da. Just kind of making a loop around the outside here. We are pretty strong. Pretty strong indeed. Of course, often when I say that, I die immediately after, so I will couch that with, we are strong within reason. We cannot just barge in willy-nilly to any situation we choose. But I feel like we have a very good set of tools. We have a very solid set of damage-dealing abilities, ranged damage-dealing abilities, that is. We maintained a strong melee capability as well. We have good defensive capabilities. Yeah, we've got a good setup going here. This is exactly where we wanted to end up when we planned this character out. Able to take on anything individually, most things in packs of 2 or 3s, and have the tools to escape larger packs than 2 or 3s when necessary. Yeah, there isn't too much that makes me shake in my boots. Though every once in a while, I mean, Noleg was tough, certainly very tough. We had to expend some resources to a couple of potions of magic to take him down, and we probably could have avoided that, but our difficulty right now is that we have a source of resist mutation or a source of resist clarity, and not both simultaneously. So the fact that a lot of things in that particular level of Pandemonium were confusing us, and a lot of things were mutating us, we were sort of caught between a rock and a weird tentacled place. This is certainly an interesting... Ooh, yay, a ziggurat! Well, we discovered what we're doing next. Let's more or less clear out this level first. Clear it out at least substantially. Yeah, Torment doesn't seem to be affecting us a whole bunch. Which is nice. It still hurts, it's just... it hurts about as much as any other attack instead of much, much more than anything else in the entire game. Hellfire is actually more dangerous to us than Torment, I would say. At least without a third pip of fire resistance. I believe fire resistance reduces damage from Hellfire, just not as much as it does from other sources of fire. Let's shatter. There we go. Try and draw out any critters that are hanging about. All right. Ugh. Let's wait a few hundred turns here. Food is not as much of a resource as it's not a resource that we care about as much as having our full intelligence available to us once we enter this ziggurat. And it's fine if we, chow down on some food. We still have a ton of, we have 8 meat rations, 5 bread rations, plus a whole heapful more back at our stash. We have a lot more food than we have restorabilities potions. Let's put it that way. Plus, we're kind of gaining experience bit by bit by slaying these various demons as they wander past. And free experience is nothing to scoff at. All right. There we go. Feel our intelligence returning. Let's kill this so we don't have an unpleasant surprise when we escape. Same thing for this executioner. Yeah, orange demon I don't care so much about. Boom. We'll do a couple levels of this ziggurat, but not too terribly many. Getting in the front door was sufficient for me, really. I don't know, we might be able to go all the way, as it were. All 27 levels. I am not 100% confident in that assessment. But we'll see. Shatter is quite effective against statues. In fact, it is super effective. Does additional damage. So last Ziggurat we made it to level 20, which proceeded to beat us up pretty badly. Udair's Incunabulum of Curses. A Grand Grimoire. What do we have access to here? We have 5 spell levels, and that's kind of maxed out. Yeah. None of these are too terribly exciting. Haunt is kind of cool, but we'd have to forget at least 2 spell levels. We could, in theory, forget Blink, since we have this mutation now, but we can't rely on having that mutation forever. We'll take it with us for now and see where we go from there. Ooh, I like killing lots of orcs. Usually when you see a bunch of orcs like that, there's a Moth of Wrath or 3 behind them. / more powerful orcs. And a Shatter. And just marching forward, continuing to blast everything in our path. It's rather fun, really. It's very satisfying. Cool. Sadly, we don't get that much loot for the first few levels of the Ziggurat. Though it does scale up pretty well. Huh. A dead forest. My guess would be that there are various... I was going to say various necromantic things, but instead we have beasts. Oh, a Helephant. Ugh. An abhorrent pachyderm, descendant of demons burning from within the fires of hell. It is, however, no match for Lehdub's Crystal Spear. The Brooch of Shielding ward protects us against summon creatures. Armor class +4, evasion +4. That's pretty good. Actually, thinking about it, we probably want this Clarity Amulet instead of Resist Mutation. Ooh, a Potion of Experience. That's kind of cool. Well, let's turn off these higher than level 20 skills. 1 level there, 1 level there. If we put it in evocations, 5 levels immediately. That's kind of cool. put it into ice magic, but that doesn't seem great. Not even a full level there. Huh. 6 levels, 8 levels. 4 levels. We could put it into necromancy. That seems like a reasonable choice. I mean, alternatively, we can just put it into conjurations and boost up. Yeah, that seems good, because it does get it up to level 26 there, rounds it out. Yeah, let's just do that. What's our spell power doing? Fine. Still good. Rod of Striking? It's a bashy thing. Not very good, though. It's good if you've focused evocations, I should say. It's a melee rod, whereas most rods evoke some sort of spell effect. The Rod of Striking just is a very hard-hitting melee weapon if you have both Mazes and Flail's skill and evocations trained up. Set stuff over there on fire. Shatter stuff nearby. Not really all that concerned about Nagas and their kin. Again, these early levels are not too tough. Guess we don't really need this Staff of Conjuration or these books. And we can identify some things here. Fire accuracy -3, damage -1. That's pretty bad. Fly, resist magic ++. So basically just resist magic ++. We'll at least hang on to it, I guess. No reason to immediately ditch it. Though we will probably ditch it at some point. Oh, that's not bad. +4 scale mail of serendipity. Resist cold, magic resistance, intelligence +3. So it would be a steep drop in armor class. We'd lose 8 armor class or so. And a pip of negative energy resistance. We would gain 3 intelligence, magic resistance, core resistance. Okay, it's probably worth hanging on to then. We'll grab this legendary deck of cards for emergencies. Flayed ghosts, huh? I don't want to give them a chance to do anything, if I can help it. I like boring beetles because they also sound like boring beetles, as in snooze. I am a sucker for puns. It's really bad. But nothing exciting here. So we will carry on. Spidery things. Okie dokie doke. Easy enough. Oh, hi, Trapdoor Spider. How's it going? Sublimation of blood, actually. Let's go ahead and memorize that. It's a source of channeling that, Glaive of the Guard, huh? I'm just curious what it says. I can't use it because of the rage. Huh. That's kind of cool. But, again, Chebriados disapproves. Disapproves strongly. Volume of Entrancing Black Secrets. Meh. Not interested. Thanks, Kexarimu. Oh, we have so much gold. Let's drop this Morning Star in favor of this short sword. Not that I anticipate using it, but meh, it could be cool. Ooh, we have a Scroll of Enchant Armor, which we can use on our Pearl Dragon armor. Get even stronger here. Giants and things, eh? This is what we do with giants where I'm from. Ah, we want an Aura of Abjuration. And we can just nuke things a little bit. It's just standard Vaults critters. It was actually a pretty decent amount of damage we took from... Oh, I thought that purple was deflect missiles, not Sentinel's Mark. Okay, well. That would be why we were taking additional damage from missiles. Okay, Artifact Rings, nice. More Potions of Cure Mutation. Distressingly furry plate armor, that's a funny image. Not good enough. Not worth the spellcasting loss. Book of the Warp. What does Disjunction do again? Oh. Yeah, it's kind of neat for getting things away from you, but I don't know that it's the best thing for us. That is a good spellbook, though. Controlled Blink is great. We don't currently have the spell levels to memorize it, but that can change. Ooh. Another Scroll of Enchant Armor. Cool. Plus 9. Almost maxed out there. We're currently reducing all physical melee or projectile damage by 29. Which is pretty cool. Ooh. That may be better than the one we're using now. We lose a pip of Resist Cold. We might be able to get that from somewhere else. Huh. I don't know. We'll see. We'll think about it. Great sword, not all that interested in it. Level 12. Bump, bump, bada bump, bump. Abyss critters. Getting strong. Oh, Firestorm is just so great. It's really cool. I like it. And while I do think overall I prefer Tornado to Shatter, Shatter is very good. It has done some good work for us. Bum, 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 bum. More rings. Me want honeycomb. Boop, 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 boop. We have a bunch of stuff. Let's drop some Scrolls of Fog. I don't think we really need those. Oh, and we can eat a cheese. We can eat this orange. Alright. Ooh, and another artifact Morningstar. Ooh, and an artifact Great Mace. 2 artifact maces and flails in a row. That's cool. +8, +5. Ah, we can't use it. Random Rage, Crushing, Resist Poison. It's not very good anyway. Ah, well. Maybe this Great Mace. +10, +10, Great Mace of Inference. Crushing, Resist Fire, ++, Strength -2. That looks awesome. That looks really cool. We lose a pip of negative energy resistance and our shield. But our damage is huge. 27 as opposed to 20. That's pretty cool. That's definitely an option. Let's check out this amulet. That's not as good as the other one we have. Resist Fire Intelligence +4. Not bad. Yeah, that's not that great. We can't even use it. I guess we could. I don't know why. Oh, just because it's cursed. Okay. Anyway. It's not great. Falchions don't have a very high base damage. Okay, so here is where we need to make a choice. Do we want to keep our shield on or use this big bad mace? I kind of feel like in general the shield is going to be better. Plus the extra pip of negative energy resistance is nice. So let's keep our old setup for now. But I like that as an option, for sure. That's a really good, really, really good mace. Yeah. Alright. Onward. Lightning Spire, eh? So much for the Lightning Spire. Of course, there are going to be more critters over here, yeah. Fortunately, fire solves many problems. Let's abjure things. Get some more fire going. Fire is good. Let's do it again. Yeah, and then step out of this fire that we're standing in. Okay. Ooh, scroll of acquirement down there. A troll leather armor, looks like. This looks like a pretty loot-heavy room. I like it. I probably will end the video here as well after this loot business here. Confrontation and cold. Oh, yeah. This would let us shield things. We'd need points in ice, though, which is problematic. So we can drop that, and yeah, we're not going to use that. Let's read our scroll of acquirement. Go for armor again. Crystal plate, jeez. Oh, it's not even special crystal plate, it's just a crystal plate armor. Well, we would never ever be able to cast another spell in our entire lives if we wore it, so not going to use that. Okay, so let's get some more identification going on here. Blink, invisibility, fly, accuracy -3, and curse. Meh. Not really good for us, since we don't really have any points in evocations, and none of those things are that spectacular anyway. In fact, we can even blink naturally now. Or unnaturally, depending on your view of mutations. Resist cold, strength 4, damage 5. That's fine. Visibility, magic resistance plus intelligence plus 4. Huh. Alright. Well, that's a lot of stuff. I'm not particularly in the mood right now to spend a lot of time determining what we want to keep and what we're going to leave behind. So, I believe I will end the video here for now, and we will pick up where we left off here in the Ziggurat when I see you next time. Thanks for watching.